Hello guys, I hope you're all doing fabulously well. So my name's Divine Deborah and I'm going to be doing this reading on Prince William and what I see ahead for the monarchy. Okay, so let's see. Oh, cards are flicking out already. Let's see what we get for Prince William. I'm going to be doing channeling and also cards with this reading, which is how I read. And I'm going to see what I get. There is quite a few things that are coming through about Prince William as I speak. I feel like Prince William's going through some sort of awakening right now. I'm getting the spiritual card here. I feel like he's looking for guidance right now. So I don't know if he's like contacting people in the spiritual field. Like I get like a guru or an advisor. I feel like he is being like guided right now. A lot of people in the royal families do, going way back, do have spiritual advisors. They keep a lot of that hidden, but I do believe that they do believe in certain things of the supernatural. I feel like he's going to seek out these people, people that he can confide in and talk to about things that are happening to him, and also with the collective rising now. I feel like he wants to be in touch with everyday people and what they're going through. I feel with Prince William that he has certain values that he wants to bring into this world. I do feel like he holds a lot of essence of his mother. So I do feel like he wants to change quite a lot. But like I said, with a lot of these leaders, they are still controlled by other people. And there's only so much they can do. But I feel like he wants to bring his own sort of traditional values back in. I feel like he's not happy with two members of the royal family right now, which is Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. I feel like he holds quite a lot of not bad feeling, but there's just something about Sarah Ferguson that he doesn't trust. I'm going to be doing a reading on Sarah Ferguson as well. But I just feel like there's certain things that are going on with Andrew and Fergie that I feel like Prince William has his hand on. And I do feel like once he comes into power, there's going to be a lot of changes around people's accommodations and residences. So you will see Andrew step back more than he's already stepping back. And I feel like Sarah Ferguson will probably have to look for her own accommodation. And I do feel like he has to put the establishment first on this one. I feel like he's going to make some massive changes around these two people. And I definitely feel like Andrew is going to be more, I know he's not like out in public right now, but it's going to be less of that. He's going to keep them completely out of the public eye. I think he's going to make a lot of changes around the royal family. There's a lot of reshuffling. I feel like the royal family don't really keep up with the times, and I feel like a lot of their decisions are very old-fashioned decisions that have gone through generations to generation. And I feel like he's going to do like a rebirth with the royal family. I feel like he's going to freshen it up a bit. I'm just getting like a house with a lick of paint. He's going to like bring some new energy to it. He's very worried about his wife right now. He's concerned about his wife. I feel like he's very focused on his wife and her health. I feel like he's making changes to her diets. I feel like she doesn't have sugar. I'm just getting like sugar seems to be removed out of her diet. And I feel like he's really hyper focused on that and making sure his family are very secure and safe. I definitely feel like he makes quite grown-up rules with the children, and he keeps them off the media very much. I don't think he's happy about how people portray themselves on the media, and it's definitely something he keeps away from his children. He's definitely there's definitely a big announcement coming in and I don't think it's far too long away. I definitely feel like he's been given quite a lot of control already, and there's a lot of meetings going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of decision making. There will be some battles coming in because I've got the conflict card. There's going to be battles with others who don't agree with some of the things that he does or how he wants to bring things forward. I feel like I said again, there's a lot of traditional values that go on in that family that need to be changed, and I don't think people like change in the royal family. So there is going to be some conflicts with others of the older generation, how he wants to do things. I feel like his dad's already gave him some of the power already, and I feel like the move with Andrew and Fergie, I think William's behind that. I definitely feel like he feels like Fergus, is it Sarah Ferguson, let his mother down in some ways. I feel like she is the type of person who, I think, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not factual. These are just my thoughts. So this video is just about thoughts and visions. It's not factual. It's just feelings and card reading. So I just feel like she's not one to be trusted. I think she's shown that in her actions over the years. And I definitely feel like, I get this feeling like she let the press know about where certain people were. And I think William is onto this. And I think he was very aware of what people have done in the royal family against his mother. But he's definitely going to make a lot of changes. I definitely do see that his father is going to get more of a step back. You're going to see him step back a lot more and William come forward. In the future, I do feel like William, in the future, there's going to be some conflicts with the brother. But I do feel like later on down the line, there is going to be some healing and mending, because these brothers have a very strong bond. And I do feel like this has changed a lot through a female coming into Harry's life, which William's not been happy with. And I feel because she does things differently, Meghan, it's just gone against everything the royal family is about. And I just feel like he feels Harry's really betrayed the royal family and he's really let him down. So there's a lot of resentment and anger there, and there's a lot of hurt. But I do feel like this situation in the future is going to be mended. And I do feel like there's a lot of changes coming around Harry as well. When William comes into power, there's going to be a lot of changes. I'm just going to pull some more cards on this, guys, see what else I get. I do feel like I've not always been for the royal family, guys. I don't really agree with the royal family. I don't agree with worshipping, but I do think this guy's got some good values, and I do feel like he is a very traditional family man. And like I said, he's got a very he's very protective of his wife and his family, and he wants to bring that in to his work of how we need to go back to family life and go back to community spirit. I feel like he's all for that. He's not happy with a lot of people in power and what they believe in and how they do things, but I think he wants to bring a new spin to it. And so yeah, I think a lot of changes are coming in around William. Like I said, he is still controlled massively by certain people, but I feel like you'll see a lot more of his values coming in as time goes on. There is going to be a lot of concern about Kate, and there is going to be a lot of where she's not going to be at royal engagements, and a lot of it is to do with her. I feel like when I tune into her, I feel like she's quite fragile, and he does treat her like a China doll. He will always put her first, and when she is not up to these engagements, he will make that a priority. He will have something covered in the way where he'll bring other family members with him, or people will step in when Kate's not able to do it because she's still in repair. And there is still concern in the next year over her health. She is going through, I've got the healing card, she's going through a lot of healing at the moment. Kate would love nothing more just to live a quiet life in the country, and she just take a step back, but she knows the job that she's here to do. But she is all about family and all about as much privacy as you can have. But she definitely is looking for more I feel like she's going through some sort of awakening as well within herself of what she needs to bring her joy. And she's definitely more, she's so in joy when she's in nature, when she's outside. She's definitely an outdoor person. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of concern around her health and her diet and nutrition. There's going to be a lot of like looking into that over the next year, and healing as well. Yeah, I've got the High Priestess round William, which gives me intuition. He's very, very intuitive. He can work people out very well. He suffers no fools, and he does have a plan in place, but he's playing the long game at the moment. He's been, you know, doing a lot of planning behind the scenes of what he wants to do and how he wants to bring things forward in the future. But I definitely get that this man is very patient. Before he acts, he's going to think a lot about things. He won't just make rash decisions. He takes his time and then he'll act. But he's definitely very, very, very intuitive man. He's quite aware, like spiritually aware, and like quite psychic in his way. His mum was very psychic. His mum was very, very psychic. I think Diana went to a lot of mediums because she really believed in that kind of stuff. And I think that William's got that same sort of belief as well behind the scenes. You won't probably hear about this in the public. I definitely feel like he is going to seek out this a lot more, which is going to bring him more into balance. Yeah, he's got the Strength card here. And a lot of things happening fast. This is going to happen really fast, I think, as well. I think once he gets that position, which we all know he will go into, it's going to happen really, really fast, because there's a lot of planning going behind the scenes already. You can see there's a lot of changes, even like look at the Andrew situation. He really, I feel personally that he does not like this guy, and he feels like he's let the family down massively. Yeah, got the Justice card underneath. There's more legal stuff coming in here, I think, maybe for Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. There's just a lot of imbalance that needs to be balanced out, and I think he's going to come in and balance a lot of the scales out. He's very much into his home. He's all about home. Home is where the heart is. He's definitely all about family and traditions, and he is definitely going to do something around their home. There's a lot of changes coming in for Andrew's home. This is all about justice. It's all about putting the scales back to balance. Let's see what else we get for Prince William. His energy is quite nice, actually. I wasn't always in agreement with this man, but I feel like he's changed a lot. I feel like he's grown up a lot in the last, well, since Kate got ill. I think this man's really, really grown, and he's put his priorities in place. Whereas before, I didn't feel like he was in that place. He's also very spiritually protected by his spirit guides, and especially his mother. You can look here, it looks like a mother figure here. She's putting a lot, she's working with her sons really closely, Diana. She's putting a lot of light through them, especially him, because he's got a big role. There is going to be healing with these two boys, but it's not going to be now. It's going to be in the future. There's going to come a time where Harry's going to need William's protection, and he's going to need William's help, and something's going to happen around Harry that's going to bring these boys back together. So it could be like a divorce, or it could be something else happening around Harry, but he's going to be brought back in the fold. But this is going to be in time, not now. And I do feel like his brothers, they're going to need each other, because there's going to be things going on in both of their lives, especially around William and Kate, with Kate's health. And then, you know, Harry seems to be a little bit out of balance to me. I will do a reading on Harry, actually. I will. Right, let's card healing. Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on with these boys at the moment, and this is ongoing healing, but there will be healing around their situation. And there's a lot of good stuff coming in for William, a lot of blessings. So that is my reading on Prince Harry. I will be doing my next reading on Sarah Ferguson. So look out for that, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I will see you soon. Take care.